Hello everyone, it's Jack Owen here. It's pretty late at night. I don't know if you can see that, but it's 11:48 at night. I'm just gonna do a random silly season predictions video because I'm too bored and I can't get to sleep. So, first let's talk about the drivers that their contract is ending this season. So, Ryan Newman, Eric Almirola, Clint Voyer, Michael McDowell, and Matt Kenseth will all not have rides after this season. I don't believe that Matt Kenseth is going to return to the Cup Series next season because, well, he's just been subbing in for other drivers basically. But yeah, his car is open. So is the 48. And now that Levine family is gone, there's going to be a second car at Spire Motorsports I heard of next season, which will probably be numbered 74 since that's the number they're going with at Michigan this weekend. So yeah, the 77 and the 74. Great, we get another slow back marker. I bet that's just going to be a bunch of drivers though, so I'm not counting that. But yeah. Also, I believe Corey LaJoie doesn't have a contract extension after this season, and neither does Ryan Preece. So, first let's start off with a 10. I do believe that the 10 car will not be anybody else but Eric Almirola. He has just been one of the best drivers at Stewart-Haas this season. He's had some of the best runs. He for some reason draws the pole like every week. So yeah, I believe Almirola will stay in that car next season. The 6 car. I don't think Ryan Newman has shown any interest in retiring anytime soon. So I do believe that Ryan Newman will stay in the 6 next year. But it will be his final full-time season, I'm predicting. And that the car will be open next year to possibly get Chase Briscoe ready for the Cup Series. So, now after that we have the 14. I don't think it's going to be Clint Voyer. In fact, I think Clint Voyer will be out of the car. Will be out of all of NASCAR as a driver at the end of this season. In that he will become the absent third commentator in the Fox Sports booth for the Cup Series. I believe he will take that spot with Jeff Gordon and Mike Joy. As for the car, Tony Stewart has shown a lot of interest in Kyle Larson, despite what he did. And Kyle Larson, honestly, I think he deserves another chance. He just made a slip up. Everyone does it all the time at some point in their life. And unfortunately, it cost him a ride. But I do believe that his career will continue next year with Stewart-Haas Racing in the 14. The next car up we have is the 21. I'm not sure if Matt DiBenedetto signed an extension with Wood Brothers, but I am going to say that Matt DiBenedetto is removed from the car next year in favor of Austin Cindric, who will move up to the Cup Series in the 21. So yeah, that's going to leave DiBenedetto out of a ride. So, the next car we have is the 32. Even though Chase Briscoe could possibly get this ride, I don't believe he'll get it. I believe Corey LaJoie will remain in the 32. Because some of the runs this season he has had have been towards the top, I would say. Of course, he hasn't had that good runs the past few weeks, but that's because his car is underfunded. But now with this technical alliance with Stewart-Haas, they could possibly get better next year. But yeah, I do believe Corey LaJoie will stay in the 32. The 34 will also have the same driver, Michael McDowell. So yeah. Enough said about that. Next we have the 37 for G Gtg Doherty Racing. I believe Ryan Preece will also stay in this car for next season, despite his string of last place finishes he got earlier this year. And the fact that he's behind Corey LaJoie in points just because of those finishes. But yeah. The next car we have is the 42. This car has been open for 2021 since April. And there's been a lot of controversy going around. But yeah. I'm going to say that since I'm predicting that... I forgot the 20, but I'll mention that after this. I believe that Eric Jones will go to the 42 next season instead of Ross Chastain. I feel like Ross Chastain needs to get a win in 2020 in the Xfinity Series before he moves up to Cup. Sure, he already has 2 Xfinity wins, but none in 2020, while both of his teammates have wins. But yeah, I still think that he needs to win a race in 2020. And also, so the car after this is the 20, because I forgot to mention it earlier. With Levine Family Racing shutting down, I'm guessing you've already figured this out, I am thinking that JGR will put Christopher Bell in the 20 in favor of Eric Jones. Because Christopher Bell has a contract with JGR, not with JGR specifically, but with Toyota, that lasts for a few more years. So, I'm going to say that Eric Jones gets booted out. Like I've already mentioned, he'll go to the 42, with Christopher Bell going to the 20. So the next car we have is the one car that has been the target for silly season pretty much this entire year. The 48 for Hendrick Motorsports. And guess who I think is going to go to this car? This guy has shown a lot of potential this season, is in the playoffs at the moment, ahead of guys like Eric Jones, Jimmy Johnson, and William Byron. I'm speaking none other than the man himself, Matt DiBenedetto, will drive the 48 next season for Hendrick Motorsports. As far as I know, he does not have a contract with Wood Brothers for an extension next season. As far as I know, that car is still technically open next season. Unless DiBenedetto gets an extension, obviously. But yeah. With Brad Keselowski out of the mix, I think they'll put DiBenedetto in there instead. Because in a top ride like Hendrick, I believe he could possibly make it to the Final Four even. Like, he's had great runs this season for Wood Brothers. So, we also have the 77, who I believe will have just one driver next season. Because of them buying the charter. I mean, sure, they already have a charter, but they don't have a charter for like one driver. But I believe they will change to one driver. They will get a technical alliance from Chip Ganassi Racing. And I believe that Ross Chastain actually no. Yes, I'm gonna say that Ross Chastain, if he doesn't go to the 42, he will definitely end up in this 77 car full time next season. It's just gonna be him, nobody else. As for their second car, assuming it's gonna be the 74, assuming that's gonna be the number for the car, they will have the car that's got all the different drivers and stuff, like Reed Sorensen, Josh Bilicki, and others. And I believe that's all the numbers we are going to cover in this video, because honestly, Gaunt Brothers is the only other one that's come up in the question, and I honestly don't think that Gaunt Brothers is going to change anything, including I don't think they're going to make a technical alliance with JGR. Honestly, Suarez has had pretty good runs these past couple weeks. I don't even know if they need the alliance. Suarez could possibly get that team to be better on its own. But yeah, that's my random silly season video that I'm sure a lot of people won't agree with. But yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.